This week what we've been doing is we've been working on a rebrand for the team, so we are no longer Land Down Under, we are now the Drop Bears.
We have done all of the electronics and the wiring up for the drive base of the robot. So we've installed all of our motor controllers, installed the power distribution board, digital sidecar, stereo, wireless bridge, all of that stuff. That's all been wired up and cable managed, really lovely. We built a prototype catapult rig so we can test springs, work out exactly how much force it's going to take to fling the ball, and that way we can also help perfect the arc of the ball before we build our final rig. So that way we don't have, it's not messy and it'll be nice, and this way we can also order a torsion spring. We're getting a torsion spring custom made for our final catapult.
We've been working on vlogs and getting some more media coverage for the competition, and we just hope we'll be able to inspire more students to become part of the FRC program.
So far this week we've managed to write the catch ball command so that when the catching mechanism is complete, it will be able to catch, and we've written some network code so that the vision information from the beagle bone is transferred to the stereo when prompted. Next week we want to write all of the Python script for the goal detection program so that when the mech team finishes the shooter design, we can go bop.
Well, provided that the drive base works, we won't probably be doing a little bit of debugging there. Chances are there'll be some faulty connection, so we can sort that out.
I think we're giving one of our sponsors a tour of our workshop so they can see the progress that we've done with our build, which has been quite substantial actually over the past 3 weeks. We've accomplished so much.
We want to have this catapult rig. We want to get out of the prototyping phase, order the spring and build the final rig so that we can actually really start firing and we can get that bit done. That'll be our first and major game piece. Next, we're also going to be working on the prototype for the chopsticks, which pick up the ball. That's going to be really important. They've actually begun that right now as I speak. And then finally, which will probably be in the week after, we're going to be working on the ball catching mechanism, the Venus ball trap, which is basically 3 or 4 claws which grab onto the ball.
I planned it so that we would finish by the end of the 4th week. So with the current issues which we're running into, I'm feeling we may finish in the 5th week, and that's not too bad. It's just a week delay off schedule, but apart from that, it's all good. We're going to get there in the end.
It's been really nice for me not to have to be hands-on and involved in every single little thing that goes on. I've been able to step back and do other tasks and leave my team to, delegate and leave the team to do things, which has been fantastic. Everybody's been working really well. We have had some low attendance. Not every day people are here. I understand people have, other lives outside of robotics. I'll get over them soon.
I think it was a bit slow at the start. They were kind of a bit shocked by the idea of using maths. They thought it was all going to be hammering nails in and getting quite physical with it. But they really came together. We did some projectile motion with them, and considering they're in year 10, it was a pretty good effort by all involved to understand some of the physics behind it, which has given them a really good understanding of what we're trying to do here. Now we're more into the construction phase, things will be moving a lot faster.
Because we've had a lot of new members, really I think in terms of mech, I'm really the only person who was here last year. Everybody else is really very, very new to this, and so they've got a lot to learn. They've been learning really quickly and really well. And the idea is that once we reach a critical mass of knowledge, I teach a student, that student then learns and then can teach other new students, and then eventually mentors can really step back and supervise, and then students just teach students. Really when I came into last year's build, I had very limited knowledge. I think I was really very arrogant, and I thought I knew a lot more about what I was doing than I did. And that's been a really steep learning curve for me. I think my learning about FRC has been exceptional. I mean, I came into this and I didn't know what a motor controller was. I couldn't tell you what any of those electrical components on the robot are. And I just finished teaching other people what they were. So, I mean, you know, really that's happened in a 12-month period. And I think that's really impressive, and that really highlights the benefits of what it is we do.